I'm on my channel.
Sound and all that. It's well, that was that Florida bullshit. That's this is it's exactly what you're talking about. They're all in the police departments.
Yeah, we
They
got the
also
sound.
held up. But anyway, hey, Shalom, Shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the other bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathens that look like those heathens, and to the aqua that are learning, to you we say shalom. We got to go right in on this dilemma that Esau Edom has created for themselves with this migrant issue, which is was done on purpose, but it still creates a dilemma for the rest of Esau. Because, you know, the elites know what they're doing. Well, they don't really know what they're doing, but they're doing this on purpose. And you got, you know, homegrown patriots that are all upset and complaining about what their leaders are doing. All right?
Yeah, I had a Issachar bus driver, this Mexican man. He was pissed. And now I just brought it up joking. I was like, hey, bro, just let us mute people in this route. And he's like, yeah, man, it's finance comment taking American job. For a minute, I didn't know who the fuck had just a bell. Like, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? He was fucking livid, but he was basically like, you know, he said, especially here in Chicago, you got the homeless problem. You know, like you had mentioned yesterday in the line, even with the Judah, you know, just them being propped up to be against it. But really, the city is, you know what I'm saying? This city got enough fucking problems. And remember how you had said, now there's a resurgence of monkeypox all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, there's a resurgence of monkeypox. They said all of a sudden you had outbreaks of monkeypox in the hospitals in the city at the same time that the migrants coming in. So don't be shocked if they turn around and use that as well. It's just creating all kinds of dilemmas, man. I just find it funny because I watched the video. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't locate it. And basically, it was this Edomite who was all angry. Somebody get Esther, this 7th chapter, verses like 8 and 9.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 7, verse 8. It says, then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine. And Haman was fallen upon the bed whereupon Esther was. Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. And Harbonah, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai.
Put it out in front for everybody to see.
Who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him thereon.
Keep going. Read verse 10.
Verse 10. So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified.
Right. So there it is, man. Esau is mad because they hung themselves.
Mhm.
So, because this Edomite was, you know, in front of the hotel, it was one of them fancy ass hotels that had been closed up. There was a lot of closed hotels downtown, and this is, you know, 4 and 5 star hotels, and now you got all these migrants that are living in these hotels, in these luxury hotels, and of course, you know, Chicago citizens are going to flip the bill. And this angry Edomite's out there with his camera, being all nosy, trying to
do what he do.
You know, do what he doing. You know, just being a menace, stopping every Jake that come by. And, you know, what dialect is that? And where are you from? You know, and some of them were speaking to him, and then some of them weren't. And finally, one of the workers there, came out in the hotel and told him, you know, you need to leave these people alone. So he called himself going to walk up in the hotel with the camera, and he was like, no, you can't come in here, sir. He's like, well, this is public property. He said, no, this is private, and you're not welcome. And basically he was like, well, I never, you know, and it was just beautiful to see.
Well, you just did.
Exactly. seeing Esau treated like this,
Right.
you know, he because all of a sudden he's becoming a person of non grata, and he doesn't have a voice in his own country. And the flip side of that is it's going to make a lot of them angry, and all I can tell you is expect there to be a lot of violence toward these people, all right, that are coming in by people who are already here, including their own. Because you even got Northern Kingdom that's, you know, pissing a fit about these migrants coming in. You know, as if America's been good to you. You know?
The Cubans upset that they don't want to work.
Yeah.
I got this in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 19, Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So ultimately, you know, that division, like the other said, you know, first of all, just you got the Edomites that are upset, that are split over this, and then now you have Northern Kingdom. So even among Jake, and like the other said, I also believe, you know, when Judah got up and did it, that was more manufactured. But all they were saying is basically saying, even if they said it just because it makes sense, you know, let's say Chicago has homeless, you know, basically homeless encampments all over the city,
Right.
where you would think that they're at capacity to take any more. But since this is all going to be manufactured by politicians, you know, because again, those sanctuary cities or this division that they were going to say is just like, hey, you guys were all for immigration and for this shit to begin with, so you guys are going to basically put up with this shit, which is causing division between the Texans, all right, because the senator, the governor of Texas, Abbott, is basically, he had already been told these countries, these other cities that wanted to be sanctuary cities, they said, oh, well, then we're going to ship them to you. And then they've already been here, they've been packing up these police stations, like the brother has said, like they've been reporting on the news, because they have nowhere to go. They're basically just shuffling them around different police districts, man.
And the sad thing is that, no, they have buildings, and they don't necessarily have to put them in these, they do have places to go, they're just not doing it. Yeah. They have so many abandoned buildings.
Warehouses,
Warehouses
stuff
that
like
they can
that.
put heating units in, or some already have the heat in place. Or they could, you know, put these people in to house them where they will be safe and not actually on the streets. They're just not doing it. You know? And like you said, that whole meeting in South Shore with the little black kid got up, and why don't they put him in a Hispanic neighborhood? You know, that was all set up because Esau sees, you know, the unity between the northern and southern kingdom. He sees the prophecies coming to pass, and it's just a shot to try to, you know, break it up, right? Yeah, that's all that's about. And you know, these 2/3 that don't want to, you know, get with it, or the black only Israelites, you know. But what it really comes down to is those people all coming here for judgment. They're really coming here.
Absolutely.
They're really coming here to be judged, man. So they either coming here so that they can be put to death when all this chaos that's going to ensue, or they're going to you know, be blessed. But another thing that you have in Florida with the immigration bill in Florida alone, the workers aren't showing up to work. Let me see if I can pull up one of these. I hope it's loud enough.
For decades, South Florida has been home to migrants, and many times they do work that others may not want to do or are able to do. But a new immigration crackdown by the Florida legislature and Governor Ron DeSantis is now making it harder for them to live and work in the state.
Even though the policy is not yet in effect, CBS's Miami's Gabriela Zola shows us how it has already shaken the undocumented community along with employers they work for.
Now let me pause it for a second. Now this is May 10th. It's already kicked in, and it's definitely taking effect. So this is a report before it even kicked in. All right, just so you know that.
Policy Institute says there are around 800,000 undocumented immigrants right here in the state of Florida.
Now wait a minute, 800,000 already in Florida already, and you just let in what, over 1 million people? Well, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, another thing with the law in Florida, it made it a felony. A felony if you came in legally and you got papers. If you're driving around someone that's illegal, now you become a felon, and they can ship your ass back. All the same video.
This is about.
Okay.
And so people aren't showing up to work and nothing. And then all the work sites, the construction sites, Disney halted. the hotels.
Mm-hmm.
The people, they can't book hotels because they got nobody to change the sheets and clean the rooms and
That's
none of
the
that. They fucked themselves.
It's the thing with our Mexicans.
Yo ass drive, you Uber driver, you an immigrant, legally Uber driving, an illegal immigrant in your shit, you get pulled over, they check y'all shit. Now you a felon, they send your ass back.
You ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right. Say, damn, I was just picking up a ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they, like I said, they hung themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I got a preset.
But that may not be for long.
Jose?
Around South Florida,
I got
labor workers are becoming more and more scarce by the day, according to some employees.
People aren't showing up to work because they're scared of being deported.
And critics say Senate Bill 1732 is too late. According to the bill, businesses can face up to a $10,000 fine per undocumented employee, and the state could revoke their license. Construction workers like Jose, he says half of the workers are already gone.
Many workers are leaving thinking they're going to be deported, so they're going to other states.
The bill also includes hospitals. Each facility that accepts Medicaid has to submit that person's immigration status. According to the Florida website, taxpayers paid more than $226 million in healthcare costs for undocumented migrants last year. Now, working migrants like Huang say they're being threatened daily.
So basically, you know, it's a couple more minutes of it, but basically what it's showing, there's no wisdom in teaming. Because it's showing you also that America function off jitty. You'll have these Edomites that talk all this stuff and, you know, and complain and be all boasting, all proud. But America's daily function is because of Israel.
Con, I sent you one earlier with a white dude talking about them not having jobs. He was talking about it's not that it's cheaper labor. He mentioned that the white the
Yeah, I was trying to find
I
that.
texted to you.
Ah, that's where it was.
Yep, I texted your first phone number.
Right. Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, this was a good one. It was on YouTube. See, I was looking on TikTok. It said TikTok.
Con.
But since that bill got passed, there have been empty job sites all across the state of Florida. Convention centers are canceling their fucking shows because they have no work. Hotels can no longer take reservations because they cannot offer room service or room keeping. I don't know what you're talking about. You're not going to have... Disney is even canceling reservations because of all the people they have lost as far as employees go. You are not going to find white people, never mind white kids in the generations being raised today, to fulfill those jobs in society in Florida. How do I know this? I started a business at the age of 19 as a white man in Massachusetts, and I couldn't find reliable white help.
Damn.
It's because the illegals were cheaper. It's because, number one, they work better, they have better ethics, morals, and they always come to work and they don't steal from you. White junkies, white people, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but
Right.
So he letting me know.
Yeah.
That white people are thieves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
100%.
And they don't come to work. They're not reliable, man. And Jake basically has been the backbone of America, especially the Northern Kingdom.
Con. This Isaiah 19:14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. As a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, there's no more wisdom in teaming. And you like you described, the drunk man that just can't stand up, can't walk, can't do nothing right, falling over. You just all fucked up, right? Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And ultimately, the economy is crashing, and this is just an excuse and a blame to put on some shit, man.
Yep.
All right, it's really a couple things happening at once because Esau don't want to do these jobs, but the economy's crashed anyway. You know, there's not going to be any more fucking work. Period.
No food.
Yeah, it's over with.
Because look, you got how many millions of people just came into this country? How many, and how many was it? 130 food manufacturing places that went under.
Mhm.
All right. The harvest for the greens in California didn't come out this year. Whatever they had, and left in the storehouses, it was pretty much it. You had a whole season because those rains came and and flooded.
Started to grow.
Yeah, so everything, so everything got flooded out. We get ready to have a major food crisis. I mean, you really are. So basically, you going out to these places buying fast food and all that shit. You ain't eating meat, man. You ain't. If you think you're eating real meat, you're not. All right. You going out to these burger joints and shit like that.
They already showed you.
Ain't no telling what you fucking eat. You eating people, old horses. They got that hammock spirit on them. That meat is meat.
Yeah.
Right, and monkey meat, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Rata.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, they already showing you that they got these 3D printing labs where they taking the protein from the meat and they 3D printing meat, fake meat. But the thing is, they said that meat don't have no nutritional value. It's empty of every nutrition. It's just really just something to put in your mouth and fill you up. It don't have no nutrients in it.
It's gonna be like the whales beaching themselves and whatnot, cause they filling up on plastic and shit like that.
It says, and the land, Slakia, in that day, shall Egypt be like unto women, and they shall be afraid and fear. It's back Ecclesiastes 12, start at 1. And that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and they shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over. This is the will of the Lord here. The Lord got Esau doing all this dumb shit, all right, tweaking, fucking up his own economy, got them divided, bring in immigrants. We're not going to allow immigrants. In fact, we're going to become harsher on the immigrants. Get them the fuck out of our state. So now the ones that's been here got to flood to these other states that allow it while they got a whole fresh batch coming in.
And wow, you got they just approved some more billions to go to Ukraine.
Right. They're talking about the damn debt ceiling, but you keep giving all this money. But that's another reason. They allow these immigrants in, so these people are gonna think that's the problem. That's why the money is going bad. Because if we keep allowing immigrants, we got all these niggers on welfare. Nigga, you giving billions on top of billions to Ukraine, man. Hey, every time there's a budget discussion, guess who always get paid and get bonuses? The same motherfuckers talking about it. Joe Senate, nigga.
Israelis, and now you can add the Ukrainians to that. And then when you think about it, a lot of that area where Ukraine is, over there near Crimea, you know, that's all the original home of Esau anyway. Well, not the original, but that was the home that he went to, you know, after the fall of Rome. They went to that area where Kagan Bullen was, and you know, what was that, Crimea and Ukraine and what's that whole little part of Russia by the Black Sea there. That's where they all came out of, man. All right. So them Ukrainians, a lot of them Ukrainians is Amalekites, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, a lot of them are Amalekites. So that's what it goes. That fruity president, the actor dude,
right?
Dressed, yeah, he's an Amalekite, man.
Yeah. Yep. You got that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
So seek the Lord while he may be found. You know, before this judgment come. All right? Which it ends with nuclear missiles, but it's going to go through some other things that happened before that. Go ahead.
Nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. Right,
and the keepers of the house, you know, are your economists, man. All right, the word economy means housekeeper, house manager. All right, but then it says, and the grinding cease because there are few. So when joblessness increase, when unemployment increase, that's the sign of the end time. So you got unemployment increasing, plus the money is going bad. What does James 5 say? That's a witness against you. Your gold and silver being cankered, which now is paper money. So your proverbial gold and silver is cankering over, it's becoming no good. That's a witness against you. Then it says, it shall burn you as with fire. So all this is the lead up to World War III coming, because it's the will of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, man.
That's it. When you look at all the evidence, you know, or everything that's happening, what's going on top of what St. Benji just said, you got those Israelis over there been given the green light to on Iran at will.
Yep.
All right, so everything's on the verge of happening, man.
So
Can he finish that last little bit up?
It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish.
Shalaki, brother, you read the you missed. Go up. Read the verse over about the grinding season.
When the sound of the grinding,
call it.
and this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low."
Right, and the door shall be shut in the streets. What's that? Martial law, man. So when this joblessness comes, martial law comes with it, man. Because what's gonna happen? People gonna need what the fuck they need. They resources. A dog eat dog world, man. All right, it's gonna be a dog eat dog world out here. Just like these immigrants got to stop working. They ain't gonna stop providing for their families. They gonna figure out new means. All right. Then you got niggas gonna be mad. Feel like niggas. You know, it's niggas that really actually believe that Mexicans taking over the south side of Chicago. They mad about it. Not just these political niggas that's juiced in. It's niggas that's thinking like that. Because there's a lot of niggas that's fake deep right now. So it's going to be a lot of violence and division going on out there. I heard a nigga say, he say, you need to worry about the Mexicans taking over the south side. Like, what you talking about, nigga? Shit, you niggas take care of it no way. I'm happy to see I may have some Mexican neighbors, man. We'll see y'all dirty ass yards and you just throwing juice bottles and Swisher packages everywhere.
Right, walk past the garbage can.
I'll be mad than a motherfucker, man.
And that's just Judah, the only one do that stupid shit. I see them on look, they'll be on the L platform. You got garbage cans and they'll just throw the shit on the ground. Walk right past the garbage can. It's like garbage can be 2-3 feet from them.
Dirty niggas. I want some Mexicans in the neighborhood.
They do the same thing though. I'm gonna start walk down Sir Mag right there by Trumbo.
No, we getting the good kind, not the. We don't want not the cholos,
Yeah.
We getting the ones that think they Spaniards. What y'all call them?
They got the long ass shag in the back. Yeah, they can stay where they lead them. Fuck them.
No, that was it.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 7. Start at verse 14. This is in the NLT. It says, the wicked conceive evil. They are pregnant with trouble and give birth to lies.
Shit.
They dig. More speaking lies. That's it. It says they dig a deep pit to trap others, then fall into it themselves. The trouble they make for others backfires on them. The violence they plan falls on their own heads. So here it is, this ultimate agenda, you know, of a new world order where they play God, all right, and you play peasant forever, all right, until they ultimately, you know, destroy majority of us, you see, and then whatever else with the, you know, the other, you know, whatever, you know, coons of our people, you know. But here it is, it's gonna backfire their ultimate agenda.
Yeah,
you see?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because for one, they trying to bring chaos to be like they're gonna be the superheroes.
Yep.
Right.
And what they fail to realize is you can't control chaos. You can't control lawless. Look, once all hell break loose, it's over with.
That's what
You see?
that's what my man's in the first in the first dinosaur movie. What was that movie? Jurassic Park. He said that. You know, he said chaos can't be controlled. But I got another quick video from Dabu 7 coming in by the busloads. All right, let's see.
This is Dabu 7.
Yeah, you know his videos are all 2 minutes or less. So
Eyes wide
Eyes to the skies.
Right, then he promotes his no, actually this was just a notice to go to his video, but it says coming in busloads, record-setting number of illegal migrants just crossed into America. Breaking news: hashtag breaking, hashtag news, hashtag border, hashtag Mexico, hashtag Texas, hashtag invasion.
Damn, B.
Invasion.
Invasion. Fighting.
Fucking commercial. God damn it. No, you don't.
Yes.
Skip.
Record-setting amount of migrants at that. Being loaded onto buses here at the border of the United States, the southern border, and they're being shipped in to the interior of the country by the thousands. We just had a record. 83-some thousand people come in here during this week. You can see this Gate 42 area is just seeing a lot of action. This is what is going on at our border, America. Just so folks know, a record-setting amount of migrants, including Chinese, 90 to 100 a day coming through and getting caught at just one checkpoint. As you can see here, more buses. It's non-stop at the border. They're pulling up, loading up to capacity, and then off to America they go, coming to a city near you. This has to stop. We're being invaded on the daily. I just want people to be aware of what's happening here in this country. When you start to see these people showing up in your neighborhoods, it's because your politicians in that Biden regime is allowing this. These are some of the latest shots. I'll continue to update. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Join me for the live streams Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Dabu 777. You'll find links below in the description. This has been Dabu 7. Much love.
Yeah, so they calling it an invasion, man. And I'm not shocked that they're going to be some shock troops mixed in with those people, because they sit in and call people from, from the so-called Middle East. You got all these Chinese military age men they keep talking about, and you remember the Chinese have bought up all this different land,
Right.
and they got police stations. So now some of the shock troops came through as civilians, So they're gonna go to these places and get armed up, and who knows? And it makes me wonder. We've all seen the movement of all the UN vehicles, armored vehicles, and military gear and vehicles in general over these last 4 or 5 years have been shipped and moved all over the country. And now maybe some of these people coming in are actually going to be the people that's going to operate that stuff, man. All right. We know that there's we all heard the horrific story of the unfortunate little girl. They found 67 different DNAs inside of her.
Right.
All right. So you can only imagine the type mentality of people is. That means you got a lot of you got at minimum you got at least 67 rapists who plan on gang raping a lot
minors,
of American women, old women. It don't matter. It is clearly at least at minimum 67, and we know there's probably way more than that, man. So the chaos is here, man. I mean, second Ezra 15 to 16 chapter is literally walking off the pages of the Bible into reality.
Hey, shit, they might finna open them concentration camps up too for
the Walmarts.
Well, they about to start using these abandoned buildings. That was one of the things that the Chicago niggas was mad about. They're finna use I know this is one example, that abandoned school. They was like, we can use this for the poor and all this and that shit. But instead they finna use it for them.
They weren't complaining about it before. That's
Right.
how you know that shit was set up.
Oh yeah, niggas be mad about poor people being get them out, ship them out. They say all type of bogus ass shit. But now because somebody else is coming in, now you mad, man? Now you fucking care about the poor? A nigga won't even look at a nigga that's begging for change. They talk shit about him.
Yeah, exactly.
They look at him with disgust.
Raise the window up on.
Like the one nigga who ate the Wendy's in front of the homeless dude. He said, "You wanted something to eat?" He went and got a whole meal and ate it in front of him.
That's
some nigga shit.
That's some wicked shit to do.
No, it's wicked as hell. The Lord gonna deal with his ass too.
That's why I understand why Apostle High said he gonna jump over Esau to get to you fucking nappy head niggas.
That's some bogus ass shit.
Yeah, that's bogus as hell, man.
hungry niggas. Like, what? Nigga, of course I'm hungry.
Nothing fun or funny about it.
At all.
And then recorded it.
Right, like it was like he gonna get a bunch of hits to, you know, look at like, hey, you funny guy.
That's a scripture that talk about a poor man cursing you. To the
I think
Lord.
it's in Sirach 4.
Man, the Lord gonna deal with that nigga for that, man. Cause hey, if he, you did that to him and he begged to the Lord, he may not know the name, but hey, the Lord gonna come get you for that because you just did some bogus ass shit.
Dude's name was Israel too.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Scripture said if you cry unto the Lord, and basically in the grief of your heart, that the Lord he'll hear you and he'll fight for you. So if you somebody offend you to the level to when you like fucked up like that, the Lord deal with that. And the scriptures say the Lord reign over the just and the unjust, man. You know, you might groan unto the Lord and somebody do you wrong, especially a homeless man who already dealing with shit. You know, and then what's fucked up, our people don't even understand this your people that's coming in. At the end of the day, these other Israelites that's coming in. And our people hate each other so much, god damn it, they like, well, fuck these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You know, but hey, that's welcome to hell.
But, yeah, and you know what? They do raise a valid point. Because now you got to ask yourself, why is Esau doing this?
God.
Why is Esau bringing these people in to supposed to give them a better life? They don't even help the motherfuckers in their own land.
Right.
There's an ulterior motive to it. This is Psalm 70.
Exactly. Jake don't consider, man.
Mm-hmm. This is a Psalm. In fact, let me get this Sirach first. This Sirach 14. Fuck, not this app. All right. Salaki, brothers. This Sirach 14, and I'm going to get straight to the point. Verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He should not take pleasure in his goods. This devil don't care about his own citizens. All right? He don't give a shit about his own citizens. So what's the agenda to doing this, man? You got to ask yourself this.
It's a plan.
He's trying to make himself look good on the world stage. All right? There's something else sinister behind it. You know, Ariella probably know more about the American, Central, South American relations right now. You know, I ain't too deep into that part. But it's like, why would you do that now? Ain't they trying to get some resources down there again or some shit? They was talking about invading Mexico or something.
Right. So now that they nationalize certain materials, natural resources, guess what? America now has a problem with the cartels. But it was just the lithium that they basically nationalized their lithium. So now America's gonna come and basically, what was Senator Kennedy? He basically got to talking this shit this week. He said that he's like basically saying that the only reason Mexico even has money is because they're allowing them to do trade. He said Mexico be eating cat food by the time we're done, and it was nothing but Instagram video showing like fresh fruit and all this fresh, like basically saying like
really,
like bro, our food is so developed, our gastronomy. I think Mexican food. Yawala is the highest in gastronomy.
Kind of consistently makes like the top 10 in the world scale.
Wow, as far as healthy and nutrients and all that.
Yeah, a lot of cartels stopped dealing with drugs. They deal with avocados now. Yeah, they don't even deal with drugs no more. They getting paid off avocados, Elder.
Right.
Damn, we gonna go healthy.
Good omega 3s.
Go back to nature.
Gringos want guacamole.
They go back to nature.
I go cate.
Real quick, let me read this one, brother. This is Isaiah 1 and 3, and it reads, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people do not consider." So it's like St. Benji said, man. They didn't consider that, you know, this government never does anything for its people that's here, for the so-called Latin community that's here. And all of a sudden you're gonna start helping, you know, you let in all these migrants. It's got to be an ulterior, you know, what's the ulterior motive, man.
Right.
All right, and like I mentioned, all these people that are come in all of a sudden, but you had all the food, all the food processing plants that have been destroyed, all the trains derailments.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put two and two together.
Right.
Can I?
Yeah, because scripture tell you never trust your enemy. It said, though he humble himself, beware of him.
Yeah, they created a kill zone, man.
Yeah.
You know, You got any of you brothers who've been in the military understand what or played Call of Duty. You know, you understand what a kill zone is, man.
Drop the ass on low spot.
All right, you know, you catch your enemy in a crossfire. Right. And if it's real good, kill zone is a 3-way crossfire. All right.
Yep. He that is evil, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good, he should take not pleasure in his goods. I'm gonna jump to 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
He did good on accident.
Damn, I fucked that
trying
up.
to help them like that.
Or really, it was the way to get to the wickedness that he wanted.
Was to do
he
good.
had to do this particular thing. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta give him this money this time.
Right.
Yeah, and you know what? Esau wants this bloodshed to happen. All right, they want this violence to happen. So he can come with the answer, come with being, well, look, we need the peace in this world. Right. Let's get this chip. We got the one world currency. Let's go ahead and finally make peace. But meanwhile, you know, he hates Israel, man. Like Elder Malcolm said, he wants this kill zone. This is an opportunity for him to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, man. He want to get you niggas to, and when I say niggas, I'm talking about you Latin niggas too, man. He want to get you Latin niggas too, man. Bring it, come on in so they can fuck you up. Kill each other. Kill yourselves off.
We're going to kill each other, and then we're going to come in and finish y'all off.
Right. It's perpetual hatred.
It's Hosea 9:13. Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murder. So like the other said, man, these Jakes, man, think they basically came, because I don't know if Jake's seen the other videos that are circulating, like basically, ones of Venezuelans are here like, oh yeah, fuck America, woo, all this shit. And if Jake's seen the videos from New York, when they were in New York, they're like, they should have us in these luxury hotels. I can't even wash my ass. Like, but it was like, it wasn't that bad. But they were basically showing the comparison of how like the basically the Mexican workers are in the field picking all the fucking fruit, and they're like, bro, if all these people that just came here to work, there's a bunch of jobs that they could just take up now. You know, because they're here legally, per se, man. So like the other said, too much is going on for this not to be set up, man, and manufactured. And like and the provocations, Senator Kennedy got up there and said, you know, basically that, Mexico better tread lightly, or they'll be eating cat food and shit. So all these different things, all these different altercations, even like Benji said, the relationships between Mexico and Central South America are getting better. They're being mended, and America is being fragmented. So this is, man, shit. It's anything can give, man. Anything can give.
It's getting rough.
Yeah. You niggas walking right into your judgment. This Hosea 7 and 11. Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt. They go to Assyria, which let you know this ain't talking about ancient Egypt. All right, this is in Egypt. This is in Egypt that's also called Assyria, which is America. All right, Babylon the Great. Where they shall go, I will spread my net upon them. I will bring them down as the fowls of the heaven. I will chastise them as their congregation have heard. Woe unto them, for they have fled from me. Destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me. So this is the Lord's judgment, man. Our Lord's finna wrap this thing up. That's why the immigration is happening, but at the same time, there's more jobs becoming unavailable. This is really the work of the Lord. This is your judgment.
Yeah, jobs, the AI taking over, and the beauty in that is that a lot of these high-level, high-paying tech jobs, these on-site, these off-site jobs that were being held mostly by women, all that's going away.
Right.
So you know, so the day of the woman sitting up there trying to look cute, hanging out in the Starbucks for 4 or 5 hours a day, you know, tapping on her computer because she's at work. You know, that's done. You know, sitting up on her couch with her legs crossed, eating popcorn and you know.
And bonbons.
You know, tapping on her computer every couple moments. I remember when they would come into to class in jiu-jitsu like that and turn on their computer and run over to their computer every few minutes
Yeah, respond to the
and
messages
jump
that they
back in
see.
class, like they're in the meeting or some shit.
Yeah.
All that shit's about to come to an end, man. Making 6 figures, they ain't doing shit.
Right.
Damn. You know?
Yeah, they do these
So
things.
all that's about to disappear, man. This is Jeremiah 30:7, and it reads, "Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And only the he is talking about the elect, man. And whether you people realize it or not, man, Jacob's trouble is here, man. It just hasn't gone full blown yet.
Right.
You know, it's in its beginning. It's like a person that has HIV. They fine until it turns into full blown AIDS.
Well, the difference
You know?
between inflation and hyperinflation is the basically how rapid it's gonna happen. So Jake been complaining about inflation these last couple of years that was gradual. That hyperinflation is gonna kill a lot of shit, man.
Yeah. Wake up, gas, $13 a gallon.
You got a lot of people that are really in mental despair, especially these Edomites, man. All right, Jake is used, you know.
Yeah, Jake ain't had shit, so
you know.
Jake
But them well-to-do Jakes is panicking.
Yep, yep,
right.
yep.
But Esau is really panicking, man. You know, I didn't have, you know, my client Johnny Mack, man. You know, I told you the dude been a millionaire twice, man, and he just broke and complaining like I did everything right, bro. I don't know what else to do. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck you, all that stuff you said, you might be right, bro.
They don't think so. You don't think? Hey, like you said, the well-to-do Jakes, although they feeling a little something, they still have hope. You know what I'm saying? But the Edomites, man, that's feeling. They know that it's like, man,
They know it's over.
Yeah.
They know. They like this shit is over, bro. It's done.
And they
Game
gon'
over, man.
Right.
Fuck. Game over.
yeah. And they gonna blame you. They gonna blame you niggas because Esau made the narrative that you niggas using up all the welfare. That's all these tax dollars are going. And they gonna blame you fucking Mexican niggas, man, that's coming in. And if you from Venezuela, I'm still calling you a Mexican nigga, man. We all niggas, man. We Israelites, man. All right? They gonna blame you, and what's gonna happen? Hey, that sword is coming, man. Esau finna come with that violence.
That's it.
Yep. On both sides. He gonna come with it from the legal side and the illegal side. They coming.
Two swords.
And they gonna come at each other too.
Con.
So it's just like Benji said, it's getting ready to be a crazy ass free for all. Because it's gonna be Jake against Jake, Esau against Esau, and then Esau against Jake, and then the heathen's gonna be thrown in the middle of that shit too.
Oh yeah.
You know, like that brawl that happened across the street from me years ago, man. All of a sudden, this elderly Chinese dude came out of a house full of Mexicans, and everybody was looking like, where the fuck he come from? Someone call police. Call police. You know? And Jake out there beating the shit out of each other in the street and shit. And his old ass and that shit, that shit bugged me out, man. Where did this whole ass group come from? It was great. In the middle of some damn some damn Mexican vice lords fighting some damn what do you call them dudes?
Latin Kings?
No, not Latin Kings. It's another one of them gangs.
Ambrose.
The Ambrose. Exactly. It was Ambrose fighting vice lords, man, and an old ass Chinese dude in the middle of it trying to break it up.
What the
Got bust in the head trying to get it because they swinging sticks and throwing bricks at each other and shit. Someone call police.
You said you had something? Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, I had this Nahum 3:1. It's like that was saying what's going on. This is woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. So like you saying, these immigrants coming over here, and it's just gonna be more for the chaos, more bloodshed for America, so they can do exactly what Benji said, that martial law. They need other people. You know, these people don't have no place to go. You know, sex trafficking, just all the wickedness that America does. They have more people to do it on, and nobody can help them.
Yeah,
so it's going to prey never depart.
You're right, brother. These people
they're gonna be used for slaughter.
Absolutely, they're gonna get hooked on fentanyl and all kind of shit, man.
Oh,
they getting ready to a lot of people they getting ready to get hooked on fentanyl and heroin. You know, right? It's gonna be a whole women gonna be selling themselves. It's right. It's
a good point.
Getting ready to get real grimy, man. All right, you can have some fine ass Northern Kingdom women out there. selling themselves. Venezuelans already went through it.
Yeah.
You all saw that article, you know, a couple years back when they society collapsed, and they had all these professional women, doctors and engineers.
That's
now,
right.
You know,
walking the streets.
Doctors, engineers, and lawyers are now, you know, prostituting themselves.
Yeah, bring them immigrants up here. That's a good point.
So a lot of, you know, and Northern Kingdom fine as fuck, man.
Oh my goodness.
Collectively. Alright, so it's gonna be a lot of that, man. You're going to see a lot of prostitutes on the stroll, man.
There's a swarm of
And
Venezuela.
and some of them gonna do it to feed their newfound drug habits, and some of them gonna be trying to do it just to feed their children.
Right.
All right.
This can I hit this?
Absolutely.
It's Isaiah 30. I'm gonna start at 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover what they covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk down, that go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth.
Help us, white Pharaoh.
Right. And that's why that's what their hope is in, and that's why they think it's gonna be all good.
Right.
It's just like, oh well,
We have a
America
better life
always
now.
bounces back, no matter from whatever it is, you know.
Right.
They trust in a
Apple
different.
Pie and John Wayne.
That's it.
The Cowboys.
That's it.
It's gonna be okay. No, it's not, man.
Exactly.
In the situation they in right now is they got you sleeping in goddamn police stations. They got you sleeping a doorway away from the prisoners, man.
Yep.
So what? How's it getting better? You sleeping on a damn air mattress? Hey, cause I just had to go to the police station. They had the door wide open, cold ass breeze, newborn babies, little kids running in, kids, old ladies. It was a gambit of
So then that's
from
gonna
old
be
to young.
so
You
it's
know,
gonna be real easy to say that that's
a kid could just walk out,
or it's
you
gonna
know.
be diseases. They're gonna start right. So then, like they're saying, the monkeypox is here. You got a situation like that. They sitting all on top of the prisons and all in there, all top of the police. So all of a sudden they're gonna say COVID back,
and they sleeping on the
this is
floor.
back,
Yeah.
and new diseases and all. Yeah, they getting ready to.
Polio.
They gonna give what they say, tuberculosis. Yeah, it's getting ready to be all kind of issues, man. And some of these diseases are gonna be real, but a lot of it's gonna be fabricated, like some of the other shit we seen. You know.
It's a little more to this. It says back in Isaiah 32 that walk down to go into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So because you trusting in this society, you trusting in what Esau telling you, hey, you're gonna be put in a situation where you're gonna be like, fuck, what the fuck? I thought we came here to get help, but we're not getting nothing. We're in the streets. Hey, look, you got vets. They putting veterans out of hotels that's living in these hotels that to house a lot of these immigrants. Hey, when these vets, you got vets, trained military killers that he killed for this country. What you think gonna happen when they get fed up and they feel like they really ain't got shit left?
Are y'all helping these immigrants out, but not us? It's gonna be a lot of just violence. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of violence.
What? You're gonna have other vets and militia groups that get behind them.
Yeah, that's with it.
It's you know the scenarios are unlimited. So how it all kick off? It's just unlimited. So and this is all good for Esau.
Yeah, you know what?
For the elites who trying to get this shit going, because anything can happen at this point.
Yeah, they've been trying to rouse you weak ass Americans up for years, man.
Because if this was European countries, the city halls would all be burning.
Hey, if this was France, this shit would have happened. Hey, this shit would have happened as soon as Monkey Boy was in office. And in 2008 crash happened. They would have been
absolutely.
Right, they would have been pissed. They would have been pissed. We losing our houses.
Hey, the French,
they
got a history.
Hell no.
They would behead their leaders back in the day.
That Napoleon spirit.
And that same spirit is on the damn Levites, man. I mean, I've been seeing these videos as of lately where these Levites are just burning people to death and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so right, you know, them French, man, they don't fuck around, man. If they government do something they don't like, you know, and I even heard one of them said, when is America gonna wake up and join us? Because you had all the Europe uprising, all of Edomites was uprising over there in Europe.
Yep.
And it was like, you Americans are actually armed. You know, you say we're not even armed if we fighting these motherfuckers.
Bricks.
You know?
Yeah.
Butcher knives.
You know?
They was throwing rocks and shit over there. They ain't even give a fuck.
Molotov cocktails and shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, just like Ireland, man, with the IRA back in the day. Hey, Americans are fucking weak. But you know what I noticed too? Just the spirit hit me on it. The Ukrainian refugees, we seen, I forget who I was with. And this happened more than once, bro. You see them out there begging for money. It was the mother, the father. So like, I know it was their kids, and I believe the mother and the father's on the other side as well. They're out there begging for money. You know? So you come to America think you finna get the shit you done seen on TV, but they finna fuck you over. Americans don't care about their own. They don't care about you, man. No. This Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore, pride can pass them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. So they don't care about oppressing no fucking body. Yeah, they want to seem so good and holy and white savior, all right, to the public's eye. But once you get over here, man, you're toast. They talking about some refugees, and they got you out there begging for fucking money, man.
You can't even feed your damn family.
Right.
You can't afford to fucking make nothing. Shit.
And then you over here begging other po niggas. I'm looking. The fuck out of here. Sell me your daughter. There you go.
Right.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here, man. You should have stayed in Ukraine. Don't fight for your shit, nigga.
Right.
The fuck out of here.
I got a scripture. This is Jeremiah 1, 13. And the word of Yahweh came unto me the second time, saying, What seest thou? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is toward the north. Where are we at? Okay? Then Yahweh said unto me, Out of the north an evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. This place is destined, prophesied to catch all kinds of plagues and hell and shit like this. And like you said, they're bringing all these people over here so that they can be fools for the fowls. Okay? They go catch that judgment. And they got, what he say? He gathered all the birds to what? I just saw a thing where it was like a vulture somewhere sitting here in America somewhere up on a big ass thing. I was like, what the fuck?
You got all kind of evil birds here, man.
They waiting
You got owls that are not only do you have hawks here, because you know I've seen hawks. I've seen 2 hawks on 2 occasions hunt other birds and squirrels in Lincoln Park. I've seen it happen twice.
Damn.
All right. So, but now you got some big ass owl.
Right.
That also is hunting
cats and shit.
They because you know you got them bird sanctuaries in that little nature area in Lincoln Park around the lagoon.
Right.
And then around all these lagoons, you got turtles and frogs, and I even seen last summer I was doing lessons. You know, I go up there and do lessons up there, and what do you call them vicious ass birds? The herons.
Oh yeah, old.
It's a heron. It's a couple of herons be walking around there.
Damn.
Evil looking herons with them sharp ass.
talons.
Yeah, they use their beak like a spear.
Yeah.
And they'll stab a
swallow.
rabbit. They'll stab a damn a squirrel. They'll stab a baby duckling. And they like stab them to death. Then they throw up in the air and just swallow. It's so violent the way they do it, man. I never knew them. Like, you know, I was like, these some fighting ass birds.
Yeah, makes you scary.
You know?
Bird like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Shit, but even on the animals, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I was out with the kids and there was a pack of dogs coming through. And they was like working together. It was like 3 dogs coming, and they came in. The neighbors ran in the house. They didn't even tell me that it was 3 dogs outside. I'm outside with all my kids, and they come in my yard. So, and of course, they came in the wrong yard, but the right yard.
Right.
But I just chased them off. But then my son was telling me, Yasharala was telling me that the dogs was damn near finna attack him in my shop, because they had walked to the store. You know, so it's animals out here that's
Starting to pack up and wake up.
it was 3 dogs.
How
It was
many
3 dogs.
times we talked about it?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be packs of dogs. People gonna be eating dogs, and dogs gonna be eating people.
Yeah, that one bitch got killed by the pack of Dobsons. Hey, that's how dogs
A
is.
pack of Dobsons. Them little bitty dogs.
Yeah.
That was a slow agonizing death.
Little teeth. Getting
Bruh.
all that with little teeth.
Getting stabbed at with a fork.
Then how did she fall to a little bitty ass dog?
Ain't them ankles, man. That was a hell of a judgment.
Her goofy ass fell down.
Got killed by them hot dogs. She must
Instead of
have.
jumping up on something.
She had a scary movie moment. She's
She had a
running.
scary movie.
Grab the banana.
Hands went up and she fell. Ah!
Dumbass.
Hey, this is.
Scriptures talk about the teeth of wild beasts, you know. It's gorgeous for a minute. Hey, you know, you're gonna see a lot of things, man.
Dobsons?
You can't get over it. You know?
Yeah, I'm like pit bulls, you know, shepherds, or just a pack of
Right.
dogs, but a bunch of Dobsons?
A bunch of hot dogs.
They
Hot
wobbled.
dogs.
They wobbled and chased her down, boy.
Hey, and that judgment was from the Lord, you know.
Absolutely.
I got that. This is Jeremiah 15:3. It says, I will point over them 4 kinds of judgment. Says the Lord Yahweh. The sword to slay, and dogs to tear, and fowls of the heaven, and beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Right. So, and then I seen I was on social media, and for one, I don't see why people go on mountain hikes without a fucking weapon in the first place.
Period.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
You can't go, if you're going to go to the forest, you're going to go to the jungle, you're going to go to the
with
forest.
no weapon.
You got to have some way of protecting yourself, because animals, even if it's just to scare them off.
Right.
All right?
She got mauled by a mountain lion.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Good riddance, bitch. Get the fuck out of the fucking mountain.
Yeah, you trying to climb some rocks and shit. Right.
She was
Should've
she was
climbed the wrong rock.
on a hike on a trail, running the trail,
Hello.
and the mountain lion came and got
Oh.
her.
That shit happen in Colorado
White
all the
meat.
time. That shit happen in Colorado all the time.
That shit
People
stupid.
go running in them hills, then at the foot of the mountains. And through
No gun.
Through the just
No nothing.
with their headphones on and shit. And the mountain lion running right with their ass.
20-pound mountain. 20-pound
Hell,
mountain.
there's a video of the dude.
Oh, I like fast food.
Right.
You
Hunt her down.
Work on appetite.
Stupid.
I seen another one. A chick. She was listening to Cardi B because she was humming a song and shit. She had the selfie stick. The whole time the bitch don't see it's a big ass fucking bear chasing this bitch down the mountain. She on the and she was live too. You seen it? Fucking bitch was she was
Oh, the chick on the
she was on the snowboard.
skis.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the grizzly was on that.
You can hear it too.
That
He
bitch,
was home. He was finna kill that bitch.
that bitch lucky she ain't wiped out, boy.
You know, it was.
Yeah,
over.
if she'd have panicked and wiped out, she'd have been fooled.
You know,
Yeah.
so hey, look, so the Lord, hey, these animals out here, then a
Don't
lot
forget
of
coyotes too.
kind.
Oh yeah, they was
Oh, yeah, I see a bunch of this.
Hey, Shemai, Overwatch, you
The
stayed at
name
on
is
Cottage.
Seas now.
Yeah.
Hey, look, hey, Elder Malcolm, I stayed at in Cottage. Now look, at one point we thought it's coyotes, but then we ended up saying wolves. We ain't sure, but it was either wolves or coyotes over there on right off Cottage Grove.
Yep.
We used to see them all the time.
They
When you
take
see
you-
one, it's more.
They snatch
And
up
we found out where they
They
ran
snatching
to.
up small dogs, they snatching up cats.
They ain't fuck with us though.
I seen a couple of them watch the farm.
Even over there on 47th, I had the crib on Vincennes. I seen a coyote over there.
Well, that time me and Elder Malcolm, that time I was taking you to the crib, and we had all them 12 deer up there in fucking South Deering and whatnot. We know if you got deer, you got predators for them.
Yeah, we saw that. Matter of fact, I forget who that was. Was that you, Asha? Yeah, we saw like damn near 30 of them.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we saw like 30 of them.
Yeah.
Lights go out, boy. It's finna
They
be
out
up.
there now, bro. They was out there damn near every day over there on Cottage, bro.
And another thing, Esau killer, they coming in the cities because they can't find no fucking food, man. And you know, hey, you let your kid be outside. That's gonna be dinner. They gonna start snatching. They gonna start snatching these babies, man.
That's it.
You know, like even like you know, and after that, like I make sure even around my house, I make sure it's one of the older kids out there with them. Hey, because hey, look, these animals, man, they hungry, man. Judgment, hey, judgment is judgment. The Lord is finna bring some harsh judgment to this.
We saw the eagle try to snatch the one little Edomite dude that was on his skateboard or scooter. The eagle tried to snatch his ass up.
And that's why we hear, man, saying, hey, through the terror of the Lord, we
persuade men.
You know, to get on the right side, get on, you know, straighten up and fly right and show your faith in this truth, man, you know, because it's gonna be to be led by the Spirit, man. It's invaluable, you know, because the scriptures talk about being in league with the beasts of the field and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, somebody grab that for the yacht.
Yeah,
The Job 5.
Job 5.
Hey, Shema, hit that while they grabbing that. What you had?
It's Job 5.
Oh, that's what you had the whole time?
I had
Oh, well, go hit the Job. Hit the Job. You there? Perfect.
Job 5:23. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the
Start
field.
up. 7 troubles.
Yep, it's Job 5.
Start up right above it. Start at 17.
It's Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Therefore, despise not the chastening of the Almighty, but he maketh sore and bindeth up. He wounded, and his hands make whole.
Now, we've been brought low, man. That was the will of the Lord. But what's going to happen next is what you're seeing. Us getting bound up. The Lord is giving us his spirit. He said he ain't wake us up for wrath. The Lord finna deliver us. He should be saved. He should be saved from it. All right, this is our salvation coming, man.
That's it.
You got it.
He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
And that word 7 mean completion. This is it. This is the time this ain't 70 AD. 70 AD was prophesied. Yahushua said, flee to the mountains, flee here, don't look back. This time around, he said, look, that power was to sit still. The Lord be your reward. Yeah. Hey, Isaiah 10 say they should no longer trust them that smite them, but should stay upon the Holy One of Israel. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua got us, man. No evil shall touch. No, it says no evil. Hey, what the right say? Only means only. So no means no. No, nothing gonna touch us, man.
Yeah, Isaiah 54:17 is real.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord said that no weapon formed against us shall prosper.
Zero. Everything Esau come with. Even if you start up in that Job, it talks about them with their lips.
Deep fakes. Take our faces and our voices.
Right.
None of that shit gonna work, man.
Hey.
What you got, brother?
He had more on that. Okay. But you gotta jump up real quick though. Jump up to 12. There you go.
12. I was gonna do the
12.
Congrats. Go ahead, Shemar.
Be disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
You get to the point, because Matthias got precepts and everything. Get to 15.
Yeah, those plans they got, they gonna fail. That's what that means.
They gonna fumble.
Yeah.
Now, verse 15. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from thy mouth, and from the hand of the mighty.
From their sword and from their mouth, from everything. The FBI that came and tried to come up with different terms to come against us. Identity extremists, and the Lord put the spirit on a whole woman, all right, a Democrat woman at that, a black woman at that, to defend the Israelites, man.
Tore their ass up.
Multiple times.
Tore their ass, made them look stupid, and made them look like they were bogus and liars and just trying to frame somebody.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
As fraudulent and fake as they are.
Yeah, in history, man, hey, we would have just been toast, but this is a different time. You can jump back down to that 7 troubles. We'll get to the point for Yah.
Yep. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
Hey, it said we won't be worried about the sword of the tongue. Whatever policies Esau come with, whatever plans this devil got, it won't matter. Famine won't matter. Him destroying all these factories, that's only going to fuck himself up. He fall into his own ditch.
Yeah, he got Edomites that are going to be starved.
And here it is.
And a lot of them Edomites are going to be mad and lash out at him. So a lot of these elites are, some of these elites, lower level elites, are actually going to get put to death by their own people.
So here it is. We're talking about salvation, all right? Because the scriptures talk about salvation for us, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, starting off with the elect, right? So before the salvation comes, all these things that being read, all right, that the giant
all the troubles.
Yes. So we can laugh at that because that's going to be a faith booster. We're talking about that, and then when it happens, we know we're that much closer.
We're excited about it.
Exactly.
Where everybody else is panicking.
Yes.
We're looking forward to the chaos. We're like, let it start tonight.
If we're welcoming salvation, all right, then we must welcome what comes right before salvation.
You know what it is? Because we understand that we can't. We gotta go. We gotta go through the hell to get to the good part.
Exactly.
Well,
we must welcome all the, and no matter
that narrow
what,
path.
yeah, and no matter
on both sides,
and no matter what uncomfortabilities we go through, you know, at the end of the day, like the scripture says, when you, in that wisdom of Solomon, you're gonna be quickly without care. You know,
and then, but when all hell breaks loose, we gonna be straight.
The Lord got us this different time, man.
The prophet's gonna be straight. So that's why we gonna laugh at
Exactly.
it. That's why we gonna rejoice, because by this whole time, did nobody store up, ain't nobody try to basically get good with the Creator.
Right.
And we over here, what you need, sir? Whatever you need, we just trying to be good. We good. We just trying to get good with the Lord. We doing what it takes. We taking our scourges. We taking our ass whoopings. And we taking the correction that Yahweh Shema.
That's what I'm finna say. That's what I say. We going through it now. The scripture say we going through it now, so we won't be condemned with the world.
That's right. That's right.
All while proclaiming and confessing Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, extolling Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, glorifying Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All while we go through the necessary experiences of the straight gate to purify and perfect us.
Right.
And what friend, like Yahweh Shai, he said, service I call you not, but friends. What friend don't look out for his homies? Don't look out for the guys that's been, everybody talking shit about him, but y'all been like, no, that's big bro ain't like that. He got us. Everybody, man, he ain't coming back. No, he said he coming back, bro.
Yep.
Just do X, Y, Z.
Right.
Y'all, and he whole time, he's sitting there listening. He put cameras in everything. He's sitting there listening to everything that's going on. And then when he come back, who you think he gonna take care of?
Right.
When shit get thick, who you think you ain't gonna send some help for him? You know he hurt. You gonna look out the people who got you.
Strive for the truth unto death, and he shall fight for thee. Finish that out, Shema.
Yep, verse 22, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the field, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field.
Hey, so we ain't gonna be afraid of these animals.
No.
Hey, look, my neighbors ran in the house when them dogs came. I ran towards the damn dogs, and the dogs were scared of me. You know what I'm saying? They were scared. They were, oh shit,
He gonna bite me.
You know what I'm saying? You know. Hey, look.
Hey, we ain't expect that nigga coming this way.
Hey, like we always say.
They were used to everyone moving from them.
Gun.
So you can't met them.
Gun. And wait till them zoo animals get out. Them lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. Hey, like the brothers. They went to the zoo. I can't remember the camp it was, but the gorillas bowed their face to him, bowed down to him. All right. So what's gonna happen? You see the men of the Lord, and we got lions and gorillas, and they just chilling. They protecting us. Hey, the Lord is gonna work in your day, bro. Hey. The Lord is finna do some raw shit.
Hey, the dream you had years ago, you know, about the lion and
they looked in the mirror and they wound up being lions.
Right.
Lions.
And then you running and look through, you know, it was a double take, like you running and see, you know, you see like the glass where you could see your reflection and stuff. And it was like
oh, I'm part of the lion crew. Shit.
And the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
That's right.
It's Sirach chapter 39 and verse 30. It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And right there it tells you that's who they're going to come for, is the wicked, man.
They ain't killed Daniel when he was in the
So that's all you Chief Keef, you know, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, yeah.
Y'all
what's the bitch said? She eating ass. She
good coochie. Hey, I claim that bitch too.
Right. I took a piss and now I eat his ass or something.
It's the best part of the show. I said,
yeah, I know. I think
that bitch gonna die.
This is
Which is basically what
But
Yaakov
definitely
alluded
don't
to.
kiss if you're gonna date with her.
Boy, ain't that some shit?
He's here all week.
Right.
Oh, goodness.
You wasn't there.
You right. Damn.
Bag wasn't even Ken. It's 2 Ezra 4:28. It says, "But as concerning the things where thou hast asked me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with the good." So like Yaki said, in order in JT time, the judgment, all that's coming, we know that it's coming, but that's the necessary, that's all necessary
For the
for
kingdom
the
to
next
come.
step.
For the kingdom.
In order for the plenteous, in order for the place where rest is allowed and plenteousness, in order for all that to come, this shit has to be fully upside down. So anything or any belief or structure that is upright right now, for the Lord to
Going
come
down.
back and for this to be righteous, it has to be flipped.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
Hey.
Shown for the
It's
wickedness
gonna
that
be
it
let
is.
the bodies hit the floor playing nonstop.
Right.
This Wisdom of Solomon 18:7, because not only is that needed to get to the other side, and that's going to be our glory. Hey, this is Wisdom of Solomon 18:7. So if thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies, for wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us whom thou hast called. So just like Egypt, because this is what this is going into, when it was dark in Egypt, that was punishing the Egyptians, our enemies. But you look to Goshen and you see what? Light over there.
Everything.
It's fire and ice mixed with fire falling on the cattle in Egypt. But we got big ass cows and goats and sheep over there in Goshen,
Mooing
man.
and shit.
Same thing now. When these motherfuckers are going through whatever they're going through, that's why 2 Ezra 9 say, don't worry about how the wicked gonna be punished, but look at how the elect gonna be saved. Because while they going through their shit and getting tortured, the Lord's gonna use those same things to deliver us from, to give us glory. And that's Romans the 9th chapter. The vessels fitted to honor to show the riches of the Lord's mercies, man. Hey, the Lord finna show out for his sons, man. May Yahweh try bless we enduring this thing and be called and chosen, man. Because the called and chosen finna be on some whole other level shit. And that lion vision of the Malcolm had is straight up Micah 4:10, I believe. We should be as lions in the midst, a young lion, Salakia. A young lion in the midst of some sheep, man. We finna be turned up, man.
That tear motherfuckers and tear
I'm
motherfuckers.
right there already. This is 2 Ezra
let me hit that
16:73, and it says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire." So it's gonna be made known who the Lord's chosen is, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
It's Isaiah 59, I'm going to start at 19. So should they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy should come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh should lift up a standard against them. And the Lord going to protect us from whatever troubles y'all was saying that's going to come. And then verse 20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgressions in Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh. Because the Lord only coming to save the elect. He coming to redeem us through what Yahweh Shai. That's it. He ain't, Lord willing, we are that number. But all these other people, they about to get jacked up and get destroyed. Hey, we going to be protected, Lord willing, through these times that's about to come. Because everybody ain't going to have that faith. A lot of people is faithless out here.
Yes.
They believe in their guns. They believe in the military. They believe in America. They believe in everything. A nigga believe in anything but the truth.
That's it, right.
Right.
They don't come to the Heavenly Father and want to hear this. As soon as you start talking about this, they give you 3 heads and look the other way. But it's cool because Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna be for us. Verse 21. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord Yahweh. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. Because this is going to endure with the elect forever, all the way to the kingdom. So all these people who don't believe in this, hey, oh hell with them, man.
That's it.
2/3 got to be destroyed, man. And they'll get it in the kingdom, man.
I got something in 2 Ezra. It says 2 Ezra 9, verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So again, like the brother said, all those perils, they're made for the wicked. All right, and guess what? The elect they're gonna be practicing these works of faith, man.
Come, I believe, therefore I've spoken. Yeah, so you can't hear this truth and believe and then just put your candle under a bush.
No, you
All right.
got. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you good, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta produce the fruits of righteousness because in that second Esdras 9, I believe also it talks about how they're like 2/3 in the non-believers, their works are unprofitable, their labors are unfruitful because it wasn't the counsel of the Most High God. It was another mindset that they were in service for and forwarding, while the elect is in service for the counsel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and forwarding that.
This is Proverbs 1, start at 25. Perfect. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
And that's the ones that's gonna get caught up in all the perils. You see, those ones that's gonna, be pulling their hair out, not knowing what's going on and why. Because their hope is in this present temporal evil world. That's why Isaiah 33:6 it says, "For wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times," and when all the chaotic times come.
And then, but the last line, it's all hard. That last line on the fear of the Lord, his treasure. Now, where treasure is something stored for future use. All right, and what's the fear of the Lord? That faith. All right, and it said what? Noah moved with fear building an ark. That's the same thing we're doing now. Hereby knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. I'm moving with fear doing this so we can be saved by faith and works.
That's it.
Faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of the Most High. If you believe in this thing, you're going to teach, man. You're going to do it, man. Hey, on one level or another. All men ain't going to go out there and hit the line, But even a 1/3 believer, he going to tell some damn body. He may even be over righteous with his friend just to work. He going to show his faith, man. Don't wear your friends to work, man.
Right. But it said, thou know that I was an austere man. So we know when it goes back to the Lord's reputation, now that we're coming back to it, we're restoring his correct reputation. So we knew what he said, that I take that what I have not sown. All right, so the talents, whichever they might be given to you, we know that the Lord's an austere man.
Yeah, hey, even the one that had the one talent, the Lord told him what? You should have took it to the bank for usury, so you can get interest.
Yeah.
Hey, just like the sister that made garments for the brother.
Oh, yeah.
She just made garments.
Yeah.
That's a mighty work. You was looking out for the prophets.
Yeah.
She took care of
Nice.
And her husband, I'm pretty sure he funds that shit. So that's a blessing on both of them.
That's it.
So
you finished that, Pop?
Nah.
Hey, some men started out just coming to camp, just listening. Hey, Pops came around just to check on his son.
Right.
And now look.
Black him out.
Right. He like, man, what my son into? He better not be in no coke shit. But so that's that one talent. But he heard it. He like, well, damn, I was looking into the name thing. Y'all talking about that? Damn, okay. All right, let me digest that. Then he kept going. Now look, man. Now Pops is beloved, man. Hey, you can't talk to Elder Maltazak without Pops coming up. You from Chicago? He gonna mention Pops. He gonna mention you, man. You beloved. That one talent increase. You got two talents, you increase. He that watereth himself. Apostle Ramlab gave his own personal testimony, who is an apostle. How when he first heard this truth, all he knew was Job 9:24. He said he went out there every week and told Job 9:24. And look how many talents he got now.
Hey, that's like the prophet who only taught the baptism of John.
That's it, absolutely.
Into the Lord
Apollos.
Into the Lord gave him the increase, man.
Yeah, and then he said he went out there and taught them mightily afterwards, man. Yahweh shine the law in the scriptures, man.
Hey, what like it's like the next lick that you hear. You trying to tell everybody. This the stain of all stains. This the lick of all licks. This is the lick. This it. This the stain of all stains, the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell it.
And well, see any other lick or stain, like you say, you looking, and you ultimately looking for another one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This the one you don't need it. With this one, we good. We don't need to do shit else.
Never
You know what I'm
thirsty.
saying? This
Never
will get
thirsty.
you right, bro.
Don't thirst again.
Never thirsty.
You know?
Never thirsty again.
Hey, I want to read this off the comment board real quick. Hey, this is a hot, quick one. This is Tobit. Where it go? This Tobit 12:7. Do that which is good, and no evil shall touch you.
Right on point. In fact, let me read this real quick. I've been sitting on it for a while. This is the 2 Ezra 16, and start at verse 1. And it reads, Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
There it is.
A sword is sent upon you,
Death.
and who may turn it back?
Nobody.
A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? The plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? All right? May a man drive away a hungry lion in the wood?
Shit.
Or may one quench the fire and stubble when it have begun to burn? So it's no way out of what's about to come, except you have Yahweh Bashim Hawashi.
That's it.
Right? If you don't have that faith in the Lord, all right, or simply if you're just not among the elect, you chopped and screwed.
Finished it.
Let me get back to that. This is that proverb I'm picking up at 1:27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they cry upon me.
Oh, y'all gonna know the name then.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be, where's your God?
Yeah, exactly. Ain't gonna be none of that.
It's gonna be too late.
That's it. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Because I tell you, every woman that does this and this is gonna yeah.
Hey, he said he will not answer because you're not going to have that wedding garment on.
That's
you know what I'm saying? You're not going to have any stats to show, you know, your show and prove your faith.
Oh, they gonna have an adultery garment though.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Right?
That's it.
That one where you get cast in the outer
This
darkness.
ain't right. You still gonna have
Gasoline draws.
Still gonna have the residue on her cheeks.
Talk about your
Both.
Right.
Right?
Like a
Okay.
chipmunk.
They shall.
especially you women that had children, you know, committed adultery. The scriptures say your children gonna be a witness against you.
Oh, yep.
Ain't nothing you ain't gonna be able to say. You can't say you
You
committed.
didn't collect it right. That same little bastard, you didn't collected all his child support for him, destroyed somebody's life.
That
That's
kid
gonna be the witness against you.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Too late.
For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh.
I wanna hear. Don't tell me about God. I wanna hear about God. I had a few.
I wanna hear about Jesus,
man.
Right. Or I want to hear what you think.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what the book say. Don't tell me what the book say.
Right.
Nigga, that's what I think.
Right.
Exactly. Right. When it comes to the Bible, we whatever you like.
You right. That's right. That's us.
All right.
That's like like I always say, I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, make what's on the menu. I'm at work. I can't make my own, what I would make you at the crib.
God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm at work here.
Yeah, you fuck up the menu, you lose customers.
Right.
That's it. Then you lose your job.
Yeah,
Yep.
that ain't good.
You don't want to get fired from this job.
And our employment, that ain't good at all, man.
No.
Right.
A literal fired.
Right. Fired. Damn, you get fired. Damn.
Okay.
Literally.
Go ahead, Pops. We gonna get ready to wrap it up. Go ahead.
Verse 30. They
Toast.
would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way
Damn.
and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Following this, Edomite gonna have their ass got them caught up. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Yeah, your portfolio ain't gonna do shit for you in this day, Esau.
That's right.
That's right.
Talking about, these proud ass Edomite said, my credit score is going down just looking at it. My portfolio,
Right.
That's a good one.
That shit ain't gonna help you. Alright, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash.
Abba,
Abba,